Hi, and welcome back to part 3 of Project StoneDeadSwift. Today we're going to put the front end back together, get ready for our rolling road, do a few comfort mods and a few little bits and pieces just on the chassis and suspension just to tighten up the handling a little bit. First up on the front end, we're going to get these grills swapped out. Replace these horrible plastic ones with some nice Suzuki Sport ones. That'll obviously help with the airflow. We'll free up the side that you can see is blocked up, as I've mentioned previously, free up that airflow towards our oil cooler and our new intake location. So we've got our bumper offered back up temporarily with our nice new grills in. As you can see, we have got this additional vent that's part of the intake kit, which is supposed to sit down here. Now actually it's probably not going to make a lot of difference given that we've opened that up. However, this will put a bit more air onto our oil cooler, so we are going to cut it in as well. The stitch is now completed. Not the prettiest, but it'll do the job. But I have to say the front end is massively improved visually by these grills and performance wise as well, so that's a big win. Just re-offered the bumper back up again. Now that we've got our new intake hole cut as well, you can see it just about marries up with the position of the oil cooler, but also will allow a little bit more upswept air into that intake as well. So front end is now looking good as far as the bumper is concerned. Have got a new badge on the way to go over this yellow section and hide that. Next up then, we're going to refurb the headlights and then we'll get ready to start refitting those as well.
So we start with these little pads going one way and then the other. They're numbered 1 through to 4 and they are colour coded. Exciting stuff. So you lube it up. And then yeah, go to town. Drop the thing, carry on.
We've now got our nicely sorted bumper, we've got our freshly refurbed headlights. We're going to start to then rebuild this front end now, start putting it back together, getting ready for our rolling road session in a couple of days' time. So first job then, let's get this bumper and the lights on, then we can worry about cold air feed and everything else on top.
Oh shit.
As I've mentioned previously, we have had to relocate the expansion bottle for the radiator, which is now down here. Original factory location is just here. End of day, we've got new front end altogether, grills on, new intake hole cut. We've also got the new carbon plenum intake fitted, hiding George's lovely painted rocker cover. I'm sure he's glad he spent ages on that to see the back end of it, but otherwise, yeah, the intake is all on. And it's looking pretty smart, I have to say. We did get a little bit carried away on the work yesterday with our mechanic friend in tow because it made it a lot easier. So we fitted extended wheel studs, we've got endless pads, and we've got some upgraded discs as well that came off our donor car. You can see up closer a bit better now our Monster Sport suspension. We have also fitted our under braces. Admittedly, they are not Monster Sport as I first thought, but we have got the rear section that you can see here. Monster Sport suspension is correct, but the braces aren't. We've also got our titanium exhaust, which you can see up closer down this end as well. We have just bled the brakes, so they are all now ready to go back on. So we're going to put the wheels back on the back end now, because this is all sorted. You can also just see in this gap a tiny little bit of purple. So that little bit of purple is our camber plates to be fitted that sit behind the hubs. You can't really see much of the camber it's given it without the wheels on, but I will show you a bit later on. We have also fitted some wheel spacers in here as well, just to widen that rear track a little bit, just to help us get a little bit more cornering speed. We have also got mid brace now fitted, and the front brace to go with as well. So that is also now all mounted up. We have, whilst doing so, also then added our adjustable drop links into the front as well, which will help us when we come to doing our suspension setup. So that means now all of the chassis stuff is pretty much there or thereabouts. So it's going to be going on to more comfort stuff, aesthetics, and the last couple of bits now on the front end. Similar to the rear, we have got some small wheel spacers that we fitted. We have also got some adjustable camber belts on the top bolt there as well. Another little bit of work we completed off camera, fitted the new steering wheel. So that's now been all upgraded with the new Boss fitted, horn button in. We've also fitted our short shift kit. So this again is a Suzuki Sport bit and piece. We've got basically a shorter throw now, a slightly shorter stick, a slightly shorter throw, which will be much nicer when we are on the racetrack. So between that and the gear knob, everything we can touch now pretty much is as it needs to be in here, which is nice. Should make it a little bit nicer to drive and a little bit more comfortable. So we are back at M Developments, test out how our work has gone, our supporting mods and also our ECU flash. But suffice to say, today is D-Day. We've got our exhaust on, air filter and air cold intake is on, oil cooler is on, along with a few other bits and pieces along the way. Now we're going to see, fingers crossed, if that's made any difference to our rather pathetic horsepower figure we started out with. So, follow us inside, let's see what we do. On the dyno, getting calibrated, ready for run number 1. Hopefully we're going to get some good power out of this. Fingers crossed.
A few moments later.
Some teething issues. Nothing we can't fix, I don't believe, but I mean...
Everything's been apart, you see, like fuel rail's been off.
Loose sensor somewhere.
Yeah.
But that's why we come here.
I will
Go
say...
on limp mode.
It's out of limp mode now. Now it's got an ECU in it.
That's our original.
And this is now the TM square map going in. So the first run we did was on the RRP. Unfortunately, we didn't get the numbers we want. We're going to plug the diagnostics in. Hopefully there's something else that's not quite right and we can make this sing, because at the moment what we get, 75 horsepower down from, was it 94 I believe previously?
Yeah.
So we ran at 94.3 with 112. We're down at 75.5 with 97.8 newton meters of torque at the moment. No bueno. Hopefully we can find something nice and simple like a sensor unplugged or something and make this sing again. Otherwise, it's been 2 weeks of work for not much benefit, it would appear.
Definitely.
I mean, it looks good and it sounds good. Rest of it, not so great.
76 ponies.
76 ponies. Now you're asking me a question that I don't have the answer to, I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be doing fuck all. The exhaust has got 2 sensors in it, that's it. Let me see if I can log it, see what we get intake wise. One second.
That's now tight. Okay, down here.
It should obviously get £4,500 and then
Cutting.
giving it the wires and not being happy.
No bueno.
No bueno.
Morning sport.
In Suzuki we trust.
We need some sport from this monster though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Give me power. Not a successful day so far. We are down at 80 odd horsepower-ish, so we are down on where we started. Not good news. Down about 14 at the hubs, yeah, so not ideal. No diagnostic codes are being thrown, so it doesn't appear there are any issues that we can find. All the sensors look to be okay, everything seems to be plugged in, so a bit of investigation work is needed, clearly. Now back at HQ, as you saw, the dyno run sadly didn't go as well as we'd hoped. We have got some more work to do to try and find the problem, see if we can work out what's causing our issues. So in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, wait for the next episode, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll fix our issues, get some more power, and we'll go again.